Alright everyone, so this is what you should have gotten when you added up the utilities for each of the bundles. And so what you see is that bundle S is the bundle that gives us the most utility. We're going to use this result and the table that I have posted in the online class folder to back into the mathematical equation that characterizes optimal consumption. We need that mathematical equation because it's going to help us get predictions about what happens with income changes and price changes and so on. So, what I'd like you to do now that we've got an idea for what the right bundle is, I'd like for you to solve for the marginal utility of each good consumed and the marginal utility per dollar of each good consumed for the entire table. And so I think doing so is going to reveal something at the optimum for us. So when I say marginal utility, what I mean is change in utility. So we go from 0 to consuming 1 unit of t-shirts. That yields us 22 units of utility. I go from consuming 1 to consuming 2 units of t-shirts. That adds 21 units of utility, utils. And then 20, and so on, right? So third to the fourth, that is going to add, I believe 19, 70, yeah, 7 will be 70, 18, right? And we don't really need to worry about these units because we can't afford more than 4 t-shirts anyway, right? 5, 6, 7, don't worry about it. Come over here and do the same thing for movies. So pause the video and try that now. Okay, hopefully here's what you did. Marginal utility for the first one, 16, then 15 units, then 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, and 9. Marginal utility. Well, if we look at our optimal bundle, marginal utility is 21, and marginal utility is 11. Nothing really pops out there. Turns out what we need to consider is not just the utility gained, but the utility gained per dollar spent. So you'll notice that these two items have different levels of utility. And in order to gain more t-shirts, I have to give up movies. T-shirts are twice as costly as movies. So for every t-shirt I gain, I'm giving up the utility of 2 movies. So we're not just going to look at, when we're thinking about optimal consumption, the gains to utility that something gives me. So, for example, consuming 1 t-shirt gains me 22 utils, or an additional t-shirt when I already have 21 utils. And by consuming more t-shirts, I'm giving up movies. I need to consider the price of movies, how many movies I'm giving up. So that's what looking at the marginal utility per dollar does. So here we'll take 22 and we'll divide that by 14. Here we'll take 21, divide that by 14, right? These are the price of t-shirts. And over here we're going to do 16 divided by 7 and 15 divided by 7. Go ahead and pause the video and work through those marginal utility per dollars.